Greetings guys and gals, this is Jabberwock bringing you the best in SC gaming. Today we have the MBC Survivor 21st Bisu versus Orion, played on the 18th of November on Aztec. And I'm doing another MSL game because I cannot seem to get Shinhan Pro League VODs, unfortunately. My source hasn't uploaded in a while, and so if you guys know where I can get any good Starcraft 1 VODs, I know where I can get Starcraft 2 VODs, but where I can get StarCraft 1 VODs, that would be awesome, because I have not been able to cast any Pro League games in quite some time, as in, like, probably half a week, but that's kind of a long time. I mean, so, yeah. Anyways, Overlord Scout going in the wrong direction. This is Aztec, and spawning at the 9 is going to be Bisu as the yellow toss, and as the blue Zerg is going to be Orion. For those of you who don't know, Orion has been in the league for a while now. He's been in the league since 2006, so about 4 years. He is a pretty decent player, actually. Has almost a 60% win rate, so very, very high. Just kind of floating under the surface, under the radar, and never getting a lot of attention. And we'll see what he can do against Bisu. Bisu is just on a tear. I casted a game earlier, so spoiler alert, but he did beat Really, who, you know, was a decent player, but he just really stomped right over Really. And so it looks like we have spawning pool going, looks like an overpool maybe for Orion here, and Bisu looks like he's going to be doing the forward fast expand. As on Aztec, your base is lower than your natural expansion, and so it's kind of weird, and your natural has like 2 entrances, so it's kind of hard to defend. It's got 1 ramp and then 1 like really wide ramp there. Bisu might be able to pick off this drone and you know, live up to his name as the Mr. I keep my probes around forever. And doing really good dance there, able to deny. Oh no, Bisu! Oh, just able to put down that hatchery. So able to deny that hatchery for a while, but a little bit missed micro there. Forge going down, and so he's probably gonna put out a cannon, but no, puts down the Nexus. Oh, ballsy Bisu here. He's so, but not making 6 Zerglings. One of those drones. One of those eggs was a drone. 2 of those eggs were a drone, so only 2 Zerglings, and Bisu lucks out that he put that Nexus down first, so 1 cannon is going to suffice against these 2 Zerglings, and so he's going to be safe there. And if you can't hear, the commentators were kind of laughing about that, because they also thought that there was 3 eggs worth of Zerglings, which would have been 6 Zerglings, way too many for you know, Bisu to handle if he would have put that on that Nexus first. And that's that ramp that I'm talking about at that southern position. But there's also one at the northern position of the natural, and it makes it really hard to defend. And so this is going to be very interesting how Bisu is going to defend this. He's choking off right where he needs to be. At the same time, his probe is making an assimilator. But yeah, so I think this map, I don't know the statistics, but just the way the map is laid out, it seems like it would favor Zerg a little bit more, because there's more open areas for surrounds and such. It seems like it would favor Terran. Well, it seems like it wouldn't favor Terran, actually, because of this, the wide open areas. There's not a lot of places to siege, not a lot of high grounds, well, not high grounds, but not a lot of ridges like you would see on, say, Starcraft 2's Lost Temple, where you can just drop onto those ridges and siege on the natural and on the main and stuff like that. Layer Tech going up for Orion as well. He's also double expanding, as Zergs like to do these days, at that northern position. So he's going to have his economy up and running. Bisu's base is up and running as well, picking up his 2nd assimilator, so going to go a little bit more gas heavy. Probably going to get his Corsairs out anytime soon. I'm assuming it's going to be the Bisu build. But there's his core, and probably putting down a Stargate, I'm assuming, any second. Then there is the Stargate, so going to get out his Corsairs, pick off an Overlord or 2 before Orion is able to make his Scourge and pick, you know, kind of deny that Corsair harass. He's still going to be able to get a scout into Orion's base, and Orion's probably going to be able to get a scout in Bisu's base just because of the lack of cannons. There still is only 1 cannon at the front there. If Orion decided to go really Zergling heavy, he could do a ton of damage right now, but I doubt that he's going to be doing that anytime soon. Probably going to go for some Lurker play is what I'm thinking. A lot of Zergs have been liking to do that recently, going like Lurker Ling, Lurker Hydra. stuff like that. Spire's going up for Orion. As that layer is done, Bisu's probe scouting that top base, so he knows that there's a double expansion. And other than that, Citadel of Dune. So this probably is the Bisu build, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to probably see Dark Templar is what I'm assuming. I mean, you wouldn't really get a Citadel off of one gate unless you were going DTs. You probably would get like 2 or 3 gates. And that probe getting picked off. Zergling speed is upgraded. 2 zealots at the front for Bisu, getting another gateway. So he's going to be at 2 gateways with a Citadel, which I'm still assuming that he's going to be pumping out DTs. It could get Hyuked though, or in this case Orion, and he can do something else. Corsair now out. It's going to be able to scout all of those bases, as well as probably pick off an Overlord, because that Spire is not yet done, and so he's not going to be able to, deny that Corsair just yet. It looks like we have an Extractor going out at the natural, and maybe at this 12 o'clock as well. This Overlord probably going to get picked off, and yes, the Overlord is being attacked, so this Overlord is going to picked off pretty standard for PVZ. And we have, if we click on the base... no, we're just going to keep following this Overlord. Alright, well, this Overlord's going to die. And another Overlord being attacked. So 2 Overlords going down for Orion. That's going to put him back a little bit. He's probably not going to be supply blocked because he doesn't have that much units out. He just pretty much has all drones. Might be supply blocked for just a second, but I'm assuming that once he knew those 2 Overlords were being attacked, he was going to make some more Overlords in the meantime. Now we have 3 Corsairs on the field. A 3rd Overlord might get picked off. But here comes the Scourge, and Bisu, just amazing multitasking, is able to see that and get away. And there's that little ramp I'm talking about, and if you look a little bit north, or if the commentators look a little bit north, you can see that there's a wide open area where it's going to be really hard for Bisu to hold off these Scourge, stopping smartly before they get to the cannon. And it looks like Bisu's going to come in here with a lot of Zealots, and maybe I am getting Hyuked. Hydralisk Den is out, probably researching Liturgy Attack. Maybe I might get hooked. He might have gone for Zealot speed and just a huge Zealot push here, because off of 2 gates he's seemingly allowed to make a lot of Zealots. Almost good surround going on for those Zerglings, but not quite. Bisu able to hold it off. Bisu's going to go in. No, he backs off, and I think that's the right move, backing off. He does have Zealot speed now, so he did get Zealot speed before he got his Templar Archives. His Templar Archives is now going up. Might go for some DTs. Weapons 1 being upgraded by Bisu as well for those Corsairs. A very smart move there. And not much else is going on. He's just huge Zealot. Doesn't even have a Dragoon on the field. He's probably going to be able to pick off this northern base, though. No, he backs up. If he would have pushed in, if he would have committed to that attack, he probably could have picked it off. I mean, there was only 2 seconds there. Seconds don't do that much damage to Zealots, especially in that kind of number. Robotics Facility going down 2, but a lot of Mutalisks in the area, and Beast is going to have to back up here. There are a ton of Mutalisks, and they're just going to be raining down on these Zealots, because these Zealots, unfortunately, do not have strong enough arms to throw their blades into the air, and so they're going to be harassed all the while. Archon being formed by those 2 High Templar, and Orion backs up smartly. But Bisu's going to have to commit to some AA. These Corsairs will be able to do a lot of damage, but if some good Scourge land on those Corsairs, then he's going to be in some type of trouble. Now an Archon on the field, which is going to do a lot of damage to those Mutalisks. Those Mutalisks need to be very, very careful not to group up, because those Archons do area of effect damage, which is very effective against Mutalisks, especially in Starcraft 1, because those Mutalisks, a lot of people do the Mutalisk stacking trick where they're all on top of each other, and that really screws them up. But a huge Air Force, oh my god, that is a lot of Mutalisks. That is also a lot of Corsairs, making more Corsairs. Nice job by Bisu, but here comes the Air Force, and those are a lot of Scourges. Oh my gosh, that's like a whole control group of Scourge, man. That's way too many. And so Bisu needs to be very, very careful not to lose his units. Gonna be able to pick. Oh, not able to pick off the Overlord. Oh, one more. Yes, able to pick off the Overlord. And here come the air units. This is just like a swarm of air attack. Don't know why we're showing this girl when an attack is happening. An attack's happening and you're showing a freaking Korean girl, even though she was cute. It's needless. Anyways, able to pick off one of the cannons, and all those, where did all those Skurs go? All those Skurs went somewhere and died or something, man. All the Skurs are gone now, and the Corsairs are in pursuit. Here comes a major battle, and he's going to be attacking the mules. Good split by Orion. He's going to be following the bigger group now, and Bisu also going into that southern natural, trying to get in there with his zealots, but it's going to have to back up. All these mules are going down. Very nice job. These Corsairs are just owning these mules. Bisu also picking up a base at the top left, so he's going to be one base. He's going to be even bases with the Zerg player, and that's not what you want to be, especially in StarCraft 1. And what the heck is going on? Stop showing people that are not important and show the game. They're getting, what the heck is going on there? He just like pulled all of his drones or something for quick defense, didn't send them back to mine. Zealot's now out on the midfield, and this force is pretty much split into two. Shuttles coming in now, probably for a storm drop is what I'm assuming. He puts down, no, Zealot drop, just kidding. Zealot's going down. These sunken colonies are not yet morphed in. He's going to have to focus down on these sunken colonies. There's only one sunken morphing in. Those the drones are going to have to be pulled, and the drones are attacking the Zealots. The Zealots are attacking the drones, but the drones are not going to be enough for the Zealots. These Zealots are just going to eat through these drones. More Zealots in the midfield now, and they're going to be able to take out the Spore colony as well. And oh, just kidding. For a little while, Orion was at 4 bases, so Bisu 1 base behind, but that's okay as a Protoss player playing a Zerg. Sorry about that missed call there. And now here comes the Archon. The Mutalisks look like they're going in for a counterattack of some sort. They're just bypassing the entire army, and they're going to go in and attack. Bisu needs to pull back his Corsairs and follow those Mutalisks, because those Mutalisks can do a ton of damage in the base. He does have good cannon placement. He should probably place a cannon right behind that middle line, though. These Mutalisks are going to have to back up. They're all grouped up. If he's able to get some good shots on those Mutalisks with those Corsairs, he's going to be able to kill a whole bunch of them. High Templar now in the field. I'm assuming that he has Storm now. There is a sunken colony at that on top of that ram, so he's probably not going to push in. And those, gosh, he's made so much Skurs. I don't know what happened to those first like 12 Skurs. Something happened to them. They didn't all hit the Corsairs, because all those Corsairs would have gone down. Getting another hatch in his main, now up to Hive Tech, so probably going to get some defilers, although Swarm would not be too effective. Maybe going Plague instead. Probably gonna morph, or probably gonna tag into Ultralisk is what I'm assuming, just because of the unit composition that Bisu has. He doesn't have a lot of Dragoon. Storm's not gonna be effective, or Swarm rather, is not gonna be effective at all. And so here come the Mutalisks, not gonna engage that one Archon. Very, very smart. One Archon can really deny a bunch of units for air for Zerg, just because they're so effective, and Zerg tends to clump up their units a lot. And Mutalisks are just like so delicate compared to the Archon's attack there. More Zerglings streaming in, so obviously going to go for that crackling upgrade. That crackling upgrade is not yet researched, I believe. Not sure, but it looks like these. Archon attack the Mutalisks, man. A good split by Orion, able to pick off that Archon. Very good split by him. Corsairs coming in the mix as well. And those Corsairs, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of Skurs, but the Skurs don't do a lot of damage, only able to pick off like 2, or yeah, 2 at the most probably is what I saw. Another hatch being built in the 3 o'clock position, excuse me. And so now he's going to be at 4 bases yet again. Looks like Corsairs coming in to attack those Mutalisks. Those Mutalisks are going to have to back up, man. There's a lot of Corsairs there. Those Corsairs do a lot of damage against Mutalisks. And here comes Bisu's force down at the bottom. Bisu's force is going to come out the top right and probably take out this base. There is a Nidus network. He really needs to take out that Nidus network. Make sure there's no reinforcements. But no, he doesn't go for the Nidus network. He goes for the sunken colonies. The Zerglings morphing in, but they're not going to be enough. Zerglings coming in from the south as well. And now he's attacking the sunken colonies. The sunken colonies are attacking the Zealots. Drones being pulled off the line, and he's attacking the Overlords. There are no air units in the area. This base is going to get taken out. The evolution chamber is going to be taken out. Zerglings more streaming in, and people are clapping. People know that Bisu is almost on. And GG coming from Orion. Bisu wins. Nice job by Bisu. Bisu's just pretty much owning Orion there, able to just out macro him and, you know, just harass, just play very, very well. And good timing push by Bisu. Orion would have had, you know, Ultralisk and Cracklings and all the sorts of Hive Tech if he wouldn't have pushed in there. So nice job by Bisu. GG, Lates.